review by Martin Review. This one is going to be about Vassal Titles. For most people, it's a rather large curiosity because I've never actually seen what it looks like to win the base and to have control to punish the people you don't like and to reward the people you do. It's not such a powerful tool, but it's a nice thing to have on the side, and if you do have control of them, I mean, it does pay off, especially at the right time, and we'll talk about that in a bit. Firstly, what are the vassal titles? The overlord could assign titles to people throughout the kingdom, and this will give them boosts. So they'll, get an army attack boost or a travel speed boost, and also the opposite, gold production rate minus travel speed minus 15% boost. So he could give out boosts and minus boosts to all the people. That's really all the vassal titles are. It's exclusively the overlord who could do it, and the overlord could also appoint an overlord regent, and that's, in this case, it's me. And now I can actually assign the titles. Let me just show you how it's done, because most of you probably never seen this side of things, unless you're an overlord or if you've been a regent before. Let's just should we run this guy's day? Just make sure it's not now. Okay, there we go. That's what we're looking over here. We'll make this person assign title, and there you go, assign. Now this person over here has a minus construction speed of 10% and a travel speed of minus 10%, and that's how it's done. Now he has that title. Assign title, and you could replace him with someone else, or you could remove him entirely. That's how it's done. You go around and you assign, and there we go. Now you can remove him, and now he doesn't have that minus boost anymore. Let me just explain now what the actual vassal titles are, so people understand. Some people just don't understand. If they're all really, really straightforward. The Overlord Regent, which is myself at the moment, I don't have any boosts. All I can do is, I could assign the rest of them, as you can see. I also, when a person comments, and I'll just do it in the Kingdom chat, just hi, you'll see it turns blue, and it says Overlord Region. So you look really fancy, and you look really cool. That's just another advantage of having the Overlord Regent and any of the boosts. The Queen is gold production rate of 20%. It's really nothing very special, nothing to talk about. The army attack, the general gets an army attack boost of 10%. That's pretty cool. Again, it's as the game is starting to progress, it's starting to mean less. My suspicion, my hope actually is that Lord Smoke will make the general worth more in the future. That would make a lot more sense. Give a 30% boost, and people are caring a lot more about getting the general boost. But even so, the army defense boost is garbage. But the army attack boost of 10%, that's pretty much the most powerful military boost as a vassal title. Premier, the resource, this is just, it just makes people feel good that they have the boost, which, yeah, hey, there's something to it. Training boost, Chief, the training boost is a big deal. Everything when it comes to, check out my other training speed video, but when it comes to training speed, every percentage counts. So 5%, that's quite a lot. Again, I'd love to see it more, but, it's definitely something, and that's a pretty powerful boost to be giving out. The army attack boost is 6%. Again, it's something, but it's not all there. The priest army defense is complete garbage. Quartermaster speed and resource gathering. I mean, it's something. Someone's doing a lot of resource gathering, and they're in the guild. They may as well just ask, hey, could you just give me this boost? But it's not really all. There's nothing special about it. Engineer is good to give to an alt account. That's building up. The smaller guild that's connected to the larger guild that won the overlords. For advanced players, I mean, construction speed boost is rather garbage. Scholar is a big deal. Research speed is 10%. Every percentage when it comes to research, especially when doing the large researches, really, really adds up. You're gonna want this, and that's a great boost. The Coward it's not much. It just makes people feel bad that they got a negative thing, but it really does not much. It's not. I mean, production of all resources doesn't really matter all that much. Scoundrel minus training speed. This doesn't matter all that much because if someone has a scoundrel, they're just not going to do training. But if you happen to be the overlord during Guildfest, giving someone the scoundrel will actually could help affect negatively their training speed. So it's actually it'll hit hard then because people are going to want to, advanced players that want to do well are going to do loads of hell events, and a lot of the hell events are training speeds. Giving someone the scoundrel during Guildfest it's mean, and sometimes that's what you would need to do. So it's good to know. Army attack. If you're rallying someone, you may as well throw this on them. It's only 10%, minus an HP of 6%. It's not really that, it's not all that bad. But you want to hit hard, and so you may as well give someone you're rallying. You may as well give them the clown. The thrall is the same thing. If you're attacking two people or multiple people, you may as well give them just weaken them as much as possible. And trade does the same thing. The travel speed. I mean, this one's not kind of garbage compared to the Felon, but and gold production rate no one really cares about, so it doesn't matter. Again, the slob doesn't really matter, but the training speed of minus 5%, it will matter during Guildfest, so that will actually hit them. And the research speed, again, won't matter much because anyone that has a full wood's not going to start a research, but during Guildfest, it will matter. So you want to hurt someone, give them the full or the slob or the scoundrel during Guildfest, and you'll get their attention because that's something. Now, the next question is, well, how to assign them, I kind of already showed you. It's very straightforward. Once you actually the person, again, just to explain again, the way you do it is you click on the actual person. Over here will be the assigned title. Now, who do you want to give the titles to? In general, you want to give it to your guild. That's pretty much the golden rule. They're the ones to help the overlord get it. So the overlord and the overlord regent, they're going to want to give them out to as much of your guild as possible. But also, you want to give them to your allies. People helped you. A lot of times in the more competitive kingdoms, it's usually multiple guilds that are all fighting for overlord. They're all helping each other fight other people for overlord, and usually they'll take turns on who's going to actually be the overlord. So a lot of the titles are going to be going out to the allies, and usually the allies and the guild are going to message either the overlord regent or the overlord himself and say, listen, I need this particular title, and they'll kind of rotate them in and out, no one's going to kind of keep it the whole way through. Also, sometimes people that have a NAP, a non-aggressive pact, that's very popular in Lords Mobile, that you have certain guilds, you say, listen, well, we're not allies, but at the same time, let's just agree we won't hit and scout each other. They'll sometimes ask, and sometimes it's in the best interest to kind of, if you have too many enemies, to kind of keep people with a NAP happy, because otherwise, you'd have too many enemies at the same time, you'll be overwhelmed. So that's pretty much the people who you want to give the titles to. You don't. Wait a second. You don't want to waste your titles and keep them empty. So at least the positive ones. You want to always fill them up. So just fill them up with as many as you have. So long as you have everyone all filled, you're good to go. What are the negative ones? Who should you give the negative ones to? Give them to the people that annoy you. This is your time to tell them, listen, if you attack us, we're gonna give you the negative titles. They're annoying. They don't really hurt, as I already explained. They don't hurt all that much unless it's Guildfest, or unless you're attacking, the clown. But it's a statement, and you may as well make them. So give them out to the people that you wanna, the people that made you fight for the forts and the wonder. Make them pay for it now. The next question is begging for a vassal. A lot of people are not going to be allies or even part of the Overlord Guild. So will begging work? Surprisingly enough, it does. I've tried on multiple guilds to I've tried on multiple guilds that weren't connected to the Overlord, and I asked for particular titles, and they just said sure. Sometimes they'll just ignore, sometimes they'll say no, sometimes they'll send a whole string of curse words and a very aggressive email back, but a lot of times it will actually work. You'll ask for a title and they'll just literally give it to you. The It will help, sorry, brain turned off, it will help to be of the same language. I've noticed that a lot of times when I'm asking for, an Asian guild or a German guild or a Turkish guild, they ignore me a lot more easily than an English guild. A lot of times, English guild, for example, because it's the same language, they'll say, "Oh, okay, well, yeah, who cares? I'll just give it to you," and they'll take it back away 20 minutes later, half an hour later. Um, but it can't hurt if you're doing a massive research, and if you're the enemy, don't even bother. Or yeah, still try, but a lot of times, they lost too many troops against you. They're not going to bother giving you the title. But a lot of times they might, and the it's worth the shot, honestly. If you're doing a small research, then why bother? But if you're doing a large research and you want to get the scholar, for example, send them a message, and worst case possible, they say no. I think that's pretty much all there is to talk about the Vassal Titles. It's rather straightforward. Um, if you like this video, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. I'll put the link below. And there's also gonna be if you want to understand more about this, I'm gonna write an article and I'll put the link below as well. So feel free to read if you have the brain cells and capacity to do it.